And there it is, in all its glory, the beatsaber arcade cabinet. Here we go. So real quick, I just want to let you guys know that I love Beat Saber. I love streaming it in our mixed reality room, and I probably have, if not over, then close to 300 hours in this game since it came out. So I am super excited to see how this is going to play in an arcade. So I'm currently using a Valve Index for my rig, my VR rig at home, and it looks like this is using a Vive Pro, so very impressive. The wands look heavily modified. Heavily modified. I've never really played with the Vive wands, but I know that those are not the originals. They have a very thick piece of rope attached to them as part of the overall setup. The game itself was 24 to 25 credits, which means you're looking, depending on how you buy your credits, between $6 and $7 a song. It immediately tells you that if you need to, you can use sanitary wipes to clean the HMD, the head-mounted display. It immediately goes back into a tutorial on how to adjust the headset so that you can get the absolute best experience. It takes you through adjusting the tension on the back and including the IPD so that everything is nice and clear and crisp. When that is done, it then shows you where to stand so that you can get the right depth. Now, my 10-year-old daughter is filming this at this point, so thank you, Elise. But I think what I'm going to do right now is we're just going to go to the audio and video in the arcade and let you guys kind of see and hear and experience what we experienced. So here we go.
We're gonna do $100 bills. You want me to do expert plus?
Yeah.
All right, $100 bills, expert plus.
Now, show us what you got.
So right here is when I noticed two things. The first was the modifications to the controllers made them very, very heavy. And doing these movements for Expert Plus was taking a tremendous amount of effort. Um, there always felt like there was something kind of like pulling back, and it made it kind of hard to do some of the more complex movements. The second thing is the IPD adjustment, which is a black box that pops up in the helmet. So you can't see it on the screen, but I could see it in the helmet. The black box to adjust the IPD, which is the distance between your eyes to make it clear, it came up and it would not go away. So I don't know if that was a bug. I don't know if maybe the game just malfunctioned at that point, but I had to quickly just basically go from muscle memory of playing this game or playing this particular song a lot of times. So that kind of helped. But right now, what I'm seeing is a black box that's covering probably 25 to 30% of my view, making it extremely difficult to play the game on an Expert Plus setting. Now, as far as the gameplay is spot on. I mean, it's smooth. It's just exactly like you would expect it if you've played at home. That that whole setup though, the rig that it takes, you'll see that it's just all tethered. It's just a lot of ropes and security, I guess, to keep people from stealing the wands. But I quickly noticed that the way those wands were set up, it's going to take some getting used to. Uh, but initially, it was rough. I mean, probably a minute into the game, I could feel that those wands were really heavy. You can see here, I'm just showing you that they are tethered, and they are tethered by a very thick rope. So it's going to take some getting used to the next time I play. But now, that was my first play, my first time ever experiencing it. And I would say that if you've never played the game before, that cabinet is absolutely gorgeous. That whole setup is absolutely amazing. And the gameplay itself is spot on. I mean, the tracking is there, everything was there. I didn't experience any like skipping or frame rate loss or tracking issues. It is a very well put together cabinet. As far as the heaviness of the wands and the tethering, I think that's just going to take some getting used to. I will go back, I will try it again, and I will do a follow-up video. But right now, at this particular time, I was with my kids. We were in the arcade, and we wanted to play arcade games, and they didn't want to sit there and watch Dad play Beat Saber all night. So they were also hungry, and they wanted to go eat like right then and there. So thank you so much for watching our video on the arcade version of Beat Saber. Please be sure to like the video, and if you love this type of content, be sure to subscribe. We are a family arcade, carnival games, claw machines, and virtual reality channel, and we would love to have you be a part of our experiences. With that being said, see you in the next video.